Canelo's going to come at him hard. Right. But then again, I think about Crawford's abilities and his IQ and his footwork, which Canelo cannot handle. And we know that for a fact. It happened with Bivol, it happened with Mayweather, who schooled him left and right with no problem. And Canelo was way stronger than Mayweather.
De La Hoya just exposed Canelo's biggest weakness. And it's the one Crawford can exploit. You won't believe what he said. Oscar De La Hoya just lit the fire again. He said Canelo struggles against smart fighters with good footwork. Then he compared Crawford to that same category. But he didn't stop there. He doubled down. He said Canelo is still flat-footed, heavy on his feet, and not ready for someone slick like Crawford. That's not just criticism. That's exposing a weakness. To call a champion like Canelo flat-footed, that's a big statement.
You saw his last fight with Skull. He couldn't touch Skull. I mean, he was a runner. He was a Cuban runner, but he couldn't touch Skull. It was incredible. It was amazing. It was just like the fight with Lara. He couldn't touch Lara. So there's a reason why fighters think that if they move a little against Canelo, they have boxing abilities against Canelo, they might beat him. And I'm pretty sure Crawford is thinking.
And Oscar wasn't just talking theory, pointed to real fights where this problem kept showing up. This isn't a one-time thing, it's a pattern. He's basically saying Canelo is not untouchable. If Crawford is paying attention, the path to beat him is already there. But then De La Hoya admitted there's still one big factor in Canelo's favor.
I mean, power's a lot. In this game, power means a lot. If you can't keep your guy off you, or you don't know how because it's too much pressure, I'm not saying Crawford is going to fold, but a lot of fighters, you know, they can't handle the pressure.
That factor is power. Canelo's power can change everything. It can break rhythm, crush confidence, and stop even the smartest fighter. De La Hoya admitted that while Crawford is skilled, Canelo's pressure has broken many fighters before. That's what makes this matchup so dangerous: skill versus power.
And the one thing about Crawford is that he knows how to handle the pressure. He's a savvy boxer, you know, and he doesn't run. And he has that heart. He's a dog. He has that heart. You want to fight me? I'm going to fight you. But he's smart. So it's going to be.
But Oscar also gave Crawford respect. He praised his composure, his ring IQ, and his fighting spirit. Crawford can adapt without losing control. That mix of brains and heart makes him one of the toughest opponents Canelo could face. And that's why this fight feels so exciting. Then, another big name stepped into the conversation: Teofimo Lopez.
Let's take over the show.
I got Canelo.
I got Crawford.
Oh man, that's not gonna happen.
We bet 10,000. I want that on the table.
That's not gonna happen.
We bet 10,000.
That's not gonna happen.
I know Canelo
This guy
should win.
got to run.
Canelo should win.
This guy got to run for
But I like
12 rounds, and I seen his legs, and I even texted him. I said, "Man, I seen your leg, man. You're a
Who'd you text, Crawford?
Yeah, and then he said, "You funny, man." You know, and me and him was just texting back and back and back. You know, I see what I see. I'm freaking. That's you know, I might not be good on pads. I might not be good on something here.
You're talking about I'm good.
I'm good with my eyes. I'm good with my eyes, and I'm good with telling my son what to do because I see it. You know what I'm saying?
You glitch the matrix, bro.
Teofimo didn't just talk. He backed it up with money. He said he'd bet on Crawford against Canelo. That's rare because most fighters never bet against Canelo. It showed Teofimo's confidence in Crawford's skills and mindset, even arguing with his own father about it added more fuel. Now, the real question is, how much support does Crawford really have in the boxing world? Then Eddie Hearn came in with his take.
He's not getting rattled at all. Berlanga's a big kid. So it makes me think, I mean, how is Crawford going to keep him away for 12 rounds? Canelo's going to come at him hard. But then again, I think about Crawford's abilities and his IQ and his footwork, which Canelo cannot handle. And we know that for a fact. It happened with Bivol, it happened with Mayweather, who schooled him left and right with no problem, and Canelo was way stronger than Mayweather.
Hearn wasn't disrespectful, but he raised a big question: who has Crawford beaten at the very top level? He wasn't doubting Crawford's skills, but he was questioning his resume compared to Canelo's. It was less criticism and more of a reality check. And it left fans thinking, is skill alone enough to beat someone like Canelo?
I'm not saying Crawford is going to fold, but a lot of fighters, you know, they can't handle the pressure. And the one thing about Crawford is that he knows how to handle the pressure. He's a savvy boxer, you know, and he doesn't run. And he has that heart. He's a dog. He has that heart. You want to fight me? I'm going to fight you.
Hearn reminded everyone that Canelo's path has been tougher than many people realize. He hinted that Crawford's wins might look bigger on paper than in reality. By comparing both careers side by side, Hearn clearly leaned toward Canelo. Then, he dropped something unexpected insider knowledge about why this fight might not even happen.
First of all, what is there to say about, like, I've been cool with everybody all my life. If you're gonna say, even with Floyd, I mean, we've been.
You've said some good things about Floyd.
Yeah, we've been, even that. It's a show, this, that. You know, I mean,
except Canelo. That's the only one.
You're right.
Is there ever room to mend that relationship?
I hope so. I mean, I don't really.
Hearn explained that Canelo is very strategic. It's not about fear, but about risk versus reward. Fighting a smaller, slicker opponent like Crawford is high risk with little credit. That makes Canelo hesitate. And the fact that this is being discussed privately makes the debate even bigger. Still, Hearn also laid out how Crawford could actually win.
And he looked up to you.
And I always spoke
really respected
great about him. So, yeah, I don't know where it went wrong. I know it wasn't from me. I'm sure maybe it was whispers in his ears. Because that happens a lot in boxing, you know?
We'll definitely find out.
Yeah,
so Ryan Garcia recently had a bad night in New York, but do you have faith that he's going to bounce back and be better than before?
He said Crawford's best chance is to fight smart. Not flashy, not explosive, just frustrating. Keep moving, control the pace, win rounds with ring IQ. That kind of fight could give Canelo nightmares. Then veteran broadcaster Jim Gray jumped in with a bigger perspective.
I think it's great for boxing. I think we want to see the best fight the best. And even though there's been a difference in weight divisions here, I think that, you know, people clamor for big names and big fights and guys who are great to fight each other. So being for the institution, and I am for the institution of boxing, I think Canelo has been great for boxing. And I think Terence Crawford has been great for boxing.
Gray said this fight isn't just about Crawford versus Canelo. It's about boxing. Fans want the best to fight the best. Legacy, history, excitement. These are the matchups that keep boxing alive. Gray reminded everyone that this fight is bigger than belts. It's about giving the fans what they deserve.
Oh, you know, Terence Crawford is older. And Canelo has, twice as many rounds? So, I don't know how that combination ends up. You know, the weight difference. Canelo's going to be a bigger man and a bigger frame and coming up in that weight. So, I think it's just going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be at the Allegiant Stadium where the Raiders play. And it's going to be filled up. And we're going to have a huge, huge night for boxing for the world.
He also pointed out the size, age, and style differences, which make the fight even more intriguing. Imagine the scene: a sold-out stadium, millions watching worldwide, two champions making history. That's the kind of night boxing lives for. Gray didn't make wild predictions, but he admitted Crawford has the tools to beat anyone. That cautious respect is exactly how many fans feel curious, excited, and waiting for the first bell. Then trainer Robert Garcia added his view.
It's a fight that most of the people don't give Crawford a chance because of the size, but he's got skills, man. He's got skills. He's got good speed, good footwork. That's why I do give him a chance.
You do give Crawford.
I do give Crawford a chance.
Garcia went beyond size and power. He said boxing is about timing, speed, and skilling. Crawford has all of that. He believes Crawford has more than just a puncher's chance. Then he gave an honest look at Canelo's recent fights.
Canelo's last few fights, he does his work. He gets work done, but never does that little extra to please or to. He knows he doesn't need to anymore, so he's just comfortable enough with just securing the win.
You don't like it?
He became a businessman, and I think that could be something in favor of Crawford, that if he comes out in his best and good forward.
Garcia suggested Canelo has been playing it too safe lately, fighting more like a businessman than a hungry champion. And if he does that against Crawford, he could lose early control of the fight. It's not just about skill, it's about who's willing to push harder when it matters most.
Canelo is flat-footed. He his last fight, especially against the runner, he was throwing one punch at a time. Didn't even try to be aggressive and get him into the ropes, throw combinations of 4 to 5 punches. He never even tried that. So I think at this stage, I am giving Crawford a big chance of maybe pulling it out.
Garcia also pointed out something fans have noticed: Canelo doesn't fight with the same urgency anymore. He throws one punch at a time, doesn't cut off the ring, and looks less hungry. Against someone like Crawford, that could be costly. Garcia made it clear, this fight could be an upset. And that's exactly why the world is buzzing about it.
Is one of the fights that I'm really looking forward to, because yes, that's a possibility too. If Crawford starts with his speed and footwork and landing 2-3 punches at a time, which I think he will, I think that's going to bring the best out of Canelo too, to go out there and show the world that this small guy is not going to compete with me at this division. So I think it'll bring the best out of both. So that's why I really see it a great fight.